Gentlemen, listen closely. This matters more than you think. Most men go through life believing that winning a woman's attention comes down to constant compliments, buying gifts, or texting nonstop. They stay trapped in this cycle of trying to impress, hoping that if they give enough, they'll finally receive the validation they crave. But here's the truth no one tells you. Attraction doesn't work that way. Sometimes, a single shift in how you communicate, just one well-placed sentence, can break through her defenses in a way all that effort never could. One phrase, delivered by the right kind of man, can spark more intrigue than hours of trying to prove yourself. What if you could say something that cuts through the noise, bypasses logic, and creates a deep, magnetic pull? In this video, you're going to learn the psychological power behind a style of communication most men never master. This isn't about memorizing cheesy pickup lines. It's about a complete mindset shift, from chasing attention to choosing who deserves yours. It's about using your words to convey confidence, mystery, and a sense of value so strong it makes her pause and reassess. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll have 5 powerful sentence frameworks that can instantly elevate your attractiveness. Let's start with a hard truth. The biggest mistake men make is thinking attraction grows by showing how much they like a woman. The constant good morning texts, endless compliments, always being available. It feels right, but it actually works against you. Why? Because desire needs space to exist. Without it, attraction suffocates. Too much closeness, too much predictability. It kills the spark. The phrases we're about to cover help create that essential tension. They build curiosity. They create distance in the right way. Let's dive into the first one. The first is what I call the I noticed statement. But let me be clear. This isn't about saying something generic like, I noticed your eyes are beautiful. That's what every other guy says. It's predictable, it's shallow, and it fades instantly. Attractive women hear those compliments all the time. They don't stand out anymore. A strong I noticed statement goes deeper. It highlights something meaningful, her thinking, her behavior, or a subtle quality most people overlook. It shows you're not just looking at her, you're actually paying attention. Imagine she's telling a story about solving a difficult problem at work. Instead of just nodding, you let her finish and then say, I noticed how you approach that. The way you broke it down shows real depth. That's not common. That kind of observation lands differently. It feels real. Or maybe in a group setting, she makes an effort to include someone quiet. Later, you might say, I noticed how you brought them into the conversation earlier. That showed a lot of awareness. Most people don't do that. Here's why this works so powerfully. First, it separates you from the majority of men who only focus on surface-level compliments. You're acknowledging something she genuinely values about herself. Second, it shows that you're attentive and perceptive. Being truly seen is rare and incredibly attractive. Now let's move to the second phrase. You seem like the kind of person who. This one is about making a thoughtful observation about her character. It's effective because it makes her feel understood on a deeper level, and maybe even a little intrigued by how you see her. For example, if she mentions enjoying solo travel, instead of asking the usual questions, you could say, you seem like the kind of person who's comfortable being on your own, like you value freedom and new experiences more than just playing it safe. Or if she talks about a creative passion, you might say, you seem like someone who has a rich inner world, like you're not satisfied with things that stay on the surface. Notice the difference. You're not commenting on what she does, you're reflecting who she might be. That creates curiosity. She'll start wondering how you picked up on that, and she'll feel drawn to explain or expand. It naturally deepens the conversation. Even if your read isn't perfect, the effort itself signals emotional intelligence and depth. Now, before we move on to the third one, which might be the most powerful for creating mystery, I want you to take a second. If you're getting value from this and want more of this kind of direct, practical insight, hit that subscribe button. My goal is simple, to give you tools that actually work. All right, number 3. This is the I have to go but statement. Simple, but incredibly important. This is your defense against neediness, and neediness destroys attraction. When you come across as someone who has nothing else going on, it lowers your perceived value instantly. A man with purpose has things to do. His life is full, with or without a woman. This phrase communicates exactly that. Picture this. You're having a great conversation over text. The energy is good, the back and forth is fun. Most guys make the mistake of dragging it out until it dies. But the man who stands out is the one who ends it first, while it's still enjoyable. You say something like, I'm enjoying this, but I need to get back to something. Let's continue later, or in person. This has been great, but I've got to run. I have an early start tomorrow. The psychology is simple. You're showing that your time matters. You're not chasing, you're inviting. Ending the interaction at its peak leaves her wanting more. She'll replay the moment, anticipating the next one. That's where attraction grows. Now let's move to number 4. Instead of asking the usual, so what do you do? You ask, what's your story? This question is a complete pattern break. It's unexpected, open-ended, and personal without being intrusive. It gives her the freedom to share what matters most to her, her experiences, her passions, her perspective. The message behind it is powerful. You're not interested in small talk, you're interested in who she is. That kind of curiosity is rare, and it immediately builds connection. But here's the key, you have to actually listen. The impact doesn't come from the question alone, but from creating a space where she feels genuinely heard. When someone feels understood, connection forms naturally, and connection is the foundation of real attraction. Finally, number 5, I like how you think. This might be one of the strongest compliments you can give, because it targets something deeper than appearance. It acknowledges her mind. Use it when she shares an interesting idea or perspective. Maybe you're discussing a movie, and she gives a thoughtful take. You simply smile and say, I like how you think. It's subtle but powerful. It shows respect. It tells her you value her intelligence and her perspective. In a world full of surface-level interactions, that stands out. It makes her feel seen in a different way, and it encourages her to open up even more. So let's bring it all together. You've got 5 powerful communication tools. The I noticed statement shows awareness. The you seem like statement creates depth. The I have to go but statement signals value. What's your story opens real connection. And I like how you think validates her mind. Notice the pattern. None of these come from a place of seeking approval. They all come from grounded confidence. They show interest, but never desperation. That's the difference between a man who chases and a man who attracts. Stop trying to impress. Start connecting. Stop being predictable. Start creating intrigue. Use these not as memorized lines, but as a shift in how you communicate. When you do, you'll notice everything begin to change. Let me know in the comments which one you're going to try first. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on becoming a stronger, more confident, and more authentic version of yourself. Thanks for watching.